Hola a todos. Último día, last day. We're going to study some topics for the final exam, beginning with los estados de ánimo. Now, this vocabulary is found on page 144 in the textbook. ¿Cómo están? Pista, they're bored. Están aburridos. ¿Cómo están? Están enojadas. ¿Cómo está? Pista, he's worried. Está preocupado. Activity 1, las emociones. How do you feel in the following situations? Describe your emotions using the verb estar with an emotion from the vocabulary list. So remember that you're talking about yourself, so you'd use masculine adjectives if you're male, feminine adjectives if you're female. Bueno. Okay, we're going to continue with possessive adjectives. So here's the complete list. Me, mis, tú, tus, sus, nuestro, nuestra, nuestros, nuestras, su, y sus. Possessive adjectives must agree in number with the noun they modify. Nuestro is going to agree both gender and number with the noun it modifies. Now remember, it's going to agree with the thing possessed and not the possessor. Okay, so it agrees with the noun and not the person possessing it. You're going to need to use the context to determine the meaning at times. Paco tiene un gato, su gato es blanco, his cat's white. Mientras tiene usted su libro, do you have your book? Mientras Graciela y Rosa caminan con su abuela, with their grandmother. So same possessive adjective with three different meanings according to the context. Now, in these situations, my friend, your books, we're just going to use the possessive adjective. But when we want to express what we'd express in English as an apostrophe s, we're going to use this construction. For example, Marcos's sister, la hermana de Marcos. Let's say it's my computer. We just do it doing like this, using this construction. Mi computadora. Let's say it's UNT's computer. Now that's using an apostrophe S. La computadora de UNT. Okay, anytime you have de plus L, it makes del. And by the way, a plus L will also make al. Su coche. Su coche. So remember, it agrees with the thing possessed, not the possessor. Okay, one car, one person possessing it, su coche, one car, three people possessing it, su coche. Sus coches. Now there might be one person living here, there might be more than one, but there are four cars, plural, sus coches. Formal o informal. ¿Qué pena tu familia? Pues es informal. Proteja a su familia. Formal o informal. Formal. Yeah. Okay, we're going to go to page 66 in the textbook, página 66. This is activity number 2 on the worksheet. ¿Cómo son? Dice, using the descriptive adjectives in parentheses and the possessive adjectives, me, tu, su, etc., tell what the family members and pets of the people below are like. Ojo, be sure to use the correct form of the possessive and descriptor adjectives. So let's take a look at the model. Natalia tiene perros. The adjective we're given is agresivo. So we're going to say her dogs are aggressive. Sus perros son agresivos. Otro ejemplo. Mi hermano tiene una esposa. Okay, so the adjective we're given is rubio. So my brother has a blonde wife. Su esposa es rubia. Or his wife is blonde, I guess I mean to say. Su esposa es rubia. Let's do the first one together. Gerardo tiene una hermana. Simpático. Okay, so his sister is nice. Su hermana es, remember we got to make this singular feminine to agree with una hermana. Su hermana es simpática. Okay, so you can pause and do this activity. Move on when you're ready. Okay, let's look at tener expressions. Here are the the forms of tener. Tengo, tienes, tiene, tenemos, tienen. Tener translates as to be from Spanish to English in certain contexts. For example, mi abuela tiene 92 años. Okay, my grandfather is 92. Yo tengo calor. Okay, I am hot. Tienes hambre? Are you hungry? Okay, so these translates as to be in English. And here are the phrases. So I would recommend just to memorize these as vocabulary. Let's practice them with repeticiones corales. Primero yo, luego tú. Tener años. Tener calor. Tener cuidado. Tener éxito. Tener frío. Tener ganas de. Tener hambre. Tener miedo. Tener prisa. Tener que. Tener razón. Tener sed. Tener sueño. Tener suerte. Activity 3. Expresiones con tener. Read the following descriptions and choose a tener expression that would appropriately describe the given situation, then write out the tener expression, paying careful attention to use the correct subject. Por ejemplo, Marta mira una película de horror de horror en casa y está sola. Marta tiene, and then you would plug in the vocabulary word that goes along with that. Okay, pause here, complete this, move on when you're ready. Okay, let's briefly look at gustar. To express liking something, use the phrases me gusta, te gusta, and le gusta. So these expressions are always followed by an infinitive form of the verb or a singular noun. If you have a plural noun, you're going to change the form to me gustan, te gustan, or le gustan. Okay, let's look at some examples. Te gusta correr? So in this case, we have an infinitive. This will always be in the third person singular. Okay, so we'll always use that verb form with that. Me gusta la clase de filosofía. La clase is singular. We're going to use the singular form. Le gustan los animales. Okay, now this case, los animales is plural, so for that reason, we're going to use the third person plural form. Activity 4, mi compañero de cuarto. Fill in the blanks with me, te, and le in the correct form of gustar to complete the conversation between roommates Pablo and Jaime. This doesn't have numbers, but on the activity worksheet, I put down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So number like that. Okay, gracias por mirar. Adiós.